so far from, from what I have taught you? Any doubt? You have any doubt? Any doubt at all? No? You want more material. The material is based on, in the lecture, you have to learn how to jot down. Okay? So that's why you need to learn how to do the application. And application is not a fixed rule. Application is depend on your level of knowledge and how much you contemplate and critique the content. Then you generate the application. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say that you learn biology, okay? And you say that, okay, respect is a very positive emotion. So when a person have a positive emotion, then what happens in your body generate? What hormones generate? Dopamine. Yes. So then able to make you feel joy, relaxed, energetic. So if you write that, you convince me that I'll give you a 4 mark. Because this is your application, your logical argument, you're able to merge with another discipline into Buddhist ethic. Okay? But you associate with as a positive emotion. Right? Now, if you're in management and you say respect in management, so respect, if you respect your colleague, then you have a good working and cooperation at work. Right? Yes. And then if in the monastery, if you respect and everybody feel harmony, the whole monastery will become very peaceful. Right? So that's what I told the law back to you. I just teach you the principle. But how you apply this one, respect, Buddhist ethic, in your own field? Because this is the field you have to explore yourself. Right? And that is I qualify, I value the mark based on the principle and how you apply it. But I already said, this is a level for the application, the level of critique, the level of the logical argument. The principle, you might learn this already in the undergraduate level. But at this level, you have to develop at a deeper level, not just surface anymore, right? So that's why you have to apply it. Or you say that as a leader, how do we use the respect as a leader? Whoever learned in the economic or trading, then if you in the marketing and if you respect your client, then you're able to try to meet you understand what they need and you try to meet their need from buying, then the deal is going to be success, right, in the dealing. So that's how you should apply in your own field. Not just in the Buddhist study. It should be socially applicable. But regarding in business, regarding in the science, regarding in the family, social science, psychology, whatever, you convince me. Okay? Do I answer your question?
Yeah,
Does this make sense?
like value addition of the target that you can do.
Yeah, yeah. Also, the contentment. For example, if you say contentment, if I'm not content in the temple, I might go somewhere else. Right? I'm not content in this temple, I might move to another temple. If you're not content with this practice, I might evolve to or select a different way of practice. wife, you're going to be looking for another wife. Right? Am I right? So that's why the contentment is how you apply in the social perspective, and it's up to you you have to utilize and then convince me. That's how you should utilize all kinds of things. You have to step out of the box of memorizing 1, 2 definition, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done, finish. No, it's not at that level anymore. It's the level of the step into the research, but before you do the research, you have to deal with the data that you read and how you analyze it for later on you will do research. So this is the level that we can do. Any further question? So I already, in the past, I already elaborate, right? The Buddhist ethic. Then up to you how to use this Buddhist ethic in the movie. All right? Any further question? For you, for example, if you respect in Lao, what you're going to do in the Lao society. Right? You respect the people, you respect their donation, what are you going to do? How do you pay back to them? With that. And if you respect, you be humble, you also humble not because you are, you should not see yourself more superior than the lay people. So then if you respect, what do you do? Like that. That's how you should know about. All right? Okay. So the next, the second topic associated with the humbling and also respect is anumodana. So anumodana basically that means, in some contexts it's been transferred the merit, but in some other context it also means good wish. Okay? Like you would say in Pali, Bhavatu Sappa Mangalam Rakshantu Sappa Devata, Sappa Bhutanu Bhavana Sakasuti Bhavantu Te. You know, with the power of the Buddha, may you be free from suffering, may you be free from illness, may you be happy, something like that. So that's more like a wish. But then why is a good wish? Usually, when you do the anumodana, usually when you do the anumodana, when do you do anumodana?
When you receive the
The-
food.
Monday? When do you do the anumodana? Punya modana and anumodana, the same, right? Okay. So, but then, what else do you do? What about here, okay? The word anumodana related to the word mudita, okay? Empathic joy that come from the, why you all Tibetan students use up all the painting? You know, substitute for me? So this one is also that anu does mean into, sometimes mean over. Okay, so that means you're going to have a good wish that move. That's the mudita. So that's it associated with the mudita. What is the mudita means? Metta, karuna, mudita, upekha. Right? So mudita belongs to what? Metta, karuna, mudita, and then upekha. All female. All female. You see how females so wise and so compassionate. I say, see, even Panya, I'm telling you, Panya is part of a female or feminine word. Panya, see, you see Pate, Ajan, come from female. Anyway, so, mudita does mean sympathetic joy. So this sympathetic joy, now this one, anumodana, also associated with sympathetic joy, but it's also associated with the punya what? Okay, so this one and this one very similar. So punya does mean you transfer the marriage to someone else. And anumodana is more like a good wish. But also, it's also mean what? Reflection too, right? Before you eat, you have to have a reflection, right? No? Yes, I can. Huh? Congratulate. You can say that, congratulate. For example, when the lady devotee come and offer you the food, after they offer the food, you have to do the anumodana or punya mudana, depending on what you do. So, and anumodana here does mean contemplate on the food. So in the Pali, Sabidiyo Vijanatu, may all the misfortune be avoided. Sabaruko Visamantu, so may all the illness be dispelled. Mate Pavakantarayu, that means may you never meet the danger. Sukhi Dika Yuko Pava, so may you be happy with it. So, this one not only, this one, so anumodana is acknowledge, the two factors here, acknowledge that you have done something good, right? But also wishing you that you have a good punya after your good action. Okay? So there is two factors in here. One, you have to acknowledge. You see, sympathetic joy, sometimes we acknowledge, and also that you need to be happy for someone else's craft. So anumodana is like that as well. You have to acknowledge someone already give us the food, then you also need to have a good wish to them that they have done something really good. So that's what true factors do there. Huh? So why we need to this factor? Why you need these two factors? Why these two factors has to be in the anumodana?
Sometimes we open some act.
Then why you need a good wish? Do you think acknowledgement is good enough? Why do we still need the good wish? Do you think acknowledgement, oh, you are good, you do it so well? Is that good enough? Then why do you need a good wish as well? Yeah, that's what he said. You acknowledge acknowledgement, of course, when I say, oh, you do really well, then that's part of the encouragement. Then why you still need the good wish?
So it's progressive. Look at without any,
Because the acknowledgement is good enough to encourage.
Encouragement for someone else, but different for our state of mind.
In what way? She's about right now, but in what way? Think, student, think, start learning how to critique.
So if we have the wish, we can have gratitude for what we have.
Exactly, so this one, if we have a good wish, it's not, this one is good enough acknowledgement for encouragement, right? But this one, good wish, is indicate that our appreciation. Gratitude. And what else? Compassion. So that's why in Anupadana, there are two of them, two factors in there, and you cannot miss one of them. You have a encouragement for the other people. That's why it's Anupadana. You know? So that's why that's slightly different from the mudita. Mudita does mean mudita is overcome the jealousy. The antidote of mudita is the jealousy, envy, right? So you have to enjoy other people's success to overcome that kind of enviness or jealousies. But here, Anupadana, not only that, we need to have sympathetic joy, but yet also we need to have a good wish further, to wish that you want to progress further in your path. And this way, let's indicate that only, not only the verification or acknowledgement, but it's also showing that our appreciation and also gratitude and also compassion. Well, based on this, like, may you be free, never meet the nature, may you be happy and beautiful, and may your wings will be dispelled. So this one is indicate the wish that based on our compassion, and this compassion has been expressed to our gratitude and respect. So that's why that is called Anupadana.
Can I see if I understand? So if you're seeing two people doing something amazing, and you're not benefiting in it, but you're sympathetic, you're getting something more out of it. Is that
Yeah, this is mudita. And mudita in a different perspective, mudita is to suppress your jealousy. To suppress your jealousy to other people's success. But this one is very directive that a person give you something or a person come to you, listen to the Dhamma or something, you share it, there is a direct sharing, and then you start doing Anupadana. Also that you can do Punya Mudana. Punya Mudana means sharing the merit. For example, that idam me nyadinam hontu, sudinam hontu natin. May all my relative departed already will earn this kind of food. So that's generated from the compassion, whoever already passed away. Right? And if when a lady devotee come and did the conduct the Sangha Dana, and the Sangha has to do the Punya Modana. And the lay devotee also, before they go home, they also need to do the Punya Modana. So they're going to share this marriage to their parents or to their relative or also to their departed relatives, right? So that's indicating what? That's not only indicate the sharing, but indicate that we have a thought toward them. We have a thought that they have associated with us. We have a thought that they, like father, parents, they give us life. So that is our appreciation. So, and also sharing the punya with them, that is part of our compassion. So showing our gratitude, showing our respect toward them. Now, if this is in the exam, and you have to write how you apply the Anumodana in your own perspective, then how do you answer? If I ask the question, how do you apply your Anumodana in your own situation, what would you think? Ajahn, start with you. No. What about you?
About Anumodana, yes, I would like to appreciate them to so much that in this way,
To show
to the person who give
about your food.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Anwar? You want to what? You want to teach? Okay, you're going to, she's going to go to have the Anumodana to the teacher, why? Okay. What about other? Rishi?
Some of my friends are looking something and they're offering food, but also if we are learning together and having some doubts, I ask them.
What happens if they don't, what happens if they don't really give you anything? Then what do you do? Encourage your what? Yourself. Your what?
My own mind to gratitude and have compassion.
But why? They have nothing to do with you. All of this one is the backing up by the one of the theory. And then, if you need to do the Anumodana, and then this person doesn't give anything, then what do you do with the Anumodana?
So we have to consider all.
Yeah, yes. Imasi sakti idam hoti. Imasi asakti idam tam hoti. This one arising, that's one arising. This one ceasing, the other one ceasing. That is, but it is good for dependent, interdependent origination. We cannot survive in this world alone. Human cannot survive alone. Now let's say we have a lot of human. But let's say if there's no tree, no animal, no nothing, then how we can survive? Even though that no one that associate directly with us, but we still have to wish all the sentient beings to be happy. Why? Because we understand human and all other beings are interconnected. We cannot live alone. The bowl of rice come to your table, takes so many conditions in order that you have a bowl of rice in front of you. One piece of chapati come to your plate, that means there's a lot of condition to make it existing in front of you. If there's no farmer, there's no chapati. There's no cooker, need the dough, you cannot make the chapati. If there's no insects in the water, there's no jeopardy. There's no sun, no water, no wind, no air, no jeopardy.
Yeah.
So that is the one of the backup theory to indicate that when you're doing this, even though that a person doesn't have a direct association with us, but we have to have a good wish to all the beings. So then we can have a harmonious living. We have whatever we have is under many conditions that has been together, existing together to make the chapati being in front of our face. Yes?
Well, it's an interesting concept, sympathetic joy. And you said, like, how I'm feeling. Now, my example is this. I'm sitting in a classroom with nuns and monks, and one day they will go out to make work. I will never be a nun and monk. But I know the joy they will bring into the world. It will be wonderful. So for me, I feel it's the sympathetic joy for that.
Yeah.
Is that the sort of thing
Yeah.
you're talking about?
Yes. Yes.
I am never going to be them, but I know they will be. But
Yes.
I will mind.
Yes. And you see, sympathetic joy is that when you think that the association between one person to another person, or the society, within the society, people interact with each other, whether active or in a very inactive way. Like what we associate each other in a very active way, right? But there's some people that you see nowadays, a whole bunch of friends and say, hey, let's go a cup of tea. So everybody sit down and they don't talk to each other. They just, everybody have a phone and then play. And then they all sit together. They didn't even talk, they message to each other. And they found fun from it. Right? So that could be indirect association, but then you appreciate for being together. Being, just being. And that's being that part of the socializing already, a socializing strategy already. So that's why you're going to think that not something very complicated, but very simple. Also, when you have a sympathetic joy, or you have anumodana, beside appreciation, you also go back to yourself and reflect on, we are very small in this universe. When you see interconnection of all the conditions, right? You see that you're just a scan of sand in the Ganga river. Everything has to come together in order to make you survive. And we are one of the units very small in it. And when we see ourselves very small, then we're going to see, first, you're going to see that we are one of the units in the society. Number two, you're going to see that we're so small. Why do we have to be so self-centered? You know, I, mine. This is I and this is mine. This is not I, this is not mine. You see, so when you see, when this is part of the reflection of cultivation, and we see ourselves as very small. So the only one act, and it's yielding a lot of positive mental factors and also so much of reflection on it. And from that reflection allow us to think that who we are. We are selflessness. Not part of the dependent origination. And that is the theory to back up all of this positive and Buddhist ethic. Appreciation, the same, contentment, the same, Anumodana same. It's all part of the theory of dependent origination. And this is the theory to back this up. Have you learned the dependent origination in Dr. Pashu class? Professor Vishwa, because that is the class that they should teach all of this philosophical meeting in my book. Coming? So, that course cover the evolution of evolving the history, the Buddhist history, and also the fundamental Buddhist teaching. It's like dependent origination is also part of that course. So that's why this course we do not teach those theory, but this is part of the practice. That's one part of the theory. That's course is a theory. This course is part of the application. But this application at the mind level, even you do the chanting, but it's not at the physical level. Yes, you do the chanting only, but you haven't done the action yet, right? You learn how to do the action when you go into the realm of socially engaged of other people. But here, at least that we have to cultivate from inside first, cultivate at the state of mind first. And that's how that's the application at the level of the mind. This is a reference, if you'd like to know about the sources, then you go into the source for this topic. Any question? So understand the difference between Anumodana and Mudita. Understand the differences between the Anumodana or Punyamodana and Mudita. Understand Mudita? Yes? Okay, you tell me what is Mudita?
Is my best express the function is just the jealousy and Anumodana not also jealousy also to factor acknowledgement and appreciation.
So Mudita is the antidote for the jealousy. Okay? Antidote.
Yes, I was thinking, I think it will be especially easy for us to use or adapt this people who are engaging in organized movement, and mostly for us to come engaging or
That's what I said, it's the antidote for the jealousy.
so how now this
How to overcome the hatred or jealousy.
Oh, maybe jealousy, yeah.
Oh, that is part of the metta bhavana. That's part of you have to learn the meditation. In Buddhist meditation, there are 4 kinds of meditation. Okay? There's a 4 kinds of meditation, and you have to learn that in the first semester and the 4th semester if you take the 4B. If you take in 3rd semester, you will learn the Vipassana meditation. But in second semester, when you learn Abhidhamma, we're going to talk about the Samadhi. So that is one of the meditation. And then in fourth semester, whoever select Pali, then I try to cover the rest of other meditation. For example, like what is that? The 10 meditation. That's part of the Buddha Nusati, like contemplate on the Buddha, contemplate on the Dhamma, contemplate on the Sangha. So those 10. And then, and also we want to focus on the Metta Bhavana. So Metta Bhavana is more like when you do the chana, the first one you do the chana, after you do the analytic meditation, that is the Buddha Nusati, the reflection meditation, then you do the vipassana meditation. After the vipassana meditation, you have to do the Metta Bhavana. So that is the system of meditation, the bhavana, the cultivation in Buddhist field. So that's how you go to learn that. And depend, if you learn this one in the Mahayana will focus on the 6 paramitas. But what I teach in Bali, I will teach based on Vishuddhimagga. What is the meditation? How to do the meditation from the Metta, Karuna, then Mudita and Upekka, based on the Vishuddhimagga taught by the Vichukosha. So depend on who teaching it. Okay? If you learn the 6 paramitas of Mahayana, then Dr. Puja or Keshe will teach you in Mahayana perspective. If I teach, I will teach based on the Pali literature. Okay, so this is a choice. Okay, so either way, Theravada, Pali literature, or Mahayana, if you do it without any doubt, then it will be beneficial. No right or wrong. And you know what, Anumodana, you know how the American people do? When I come to the a birthday party, okay, then I present a gift to the person who's on birthday. And I say, happy birthday. Then they say thank you, right? And then he has to feed me, right, with the party. But then what do you think that's fair enough? Is that fair enough? He treat me the meal fair, right? But even more in America. Before you laugh, he say, thank you for coming. That's Anumodana. Or if in the Mahayana, this is a concept in Mahayana, if you give someone poor, right, the poor people, and you give someone money, and I say, if that person accepts it, say, thank you for accepting. That's Anumodana. Because if there's no poor people, when you earn the punya, this is true. Think about it. Those sentient beings, they go in Devaloka. There's no poor sentient being. Once they use up all their punya, they have to be born back to the hell. Am I right? For example, in Mahamikasapa, I already mentioned this. One of the Deva, husband and wife, and they say that, oh, well, maybe the next few days we both want to be born in hell because we use up our punya. So then the husband said, what are we going to do? And then she said that we have to offer the food to the Arahant. Because if we offer the food to the Arahant, our punya will, shooting up and then we're going to sustain in this Devaloka further, longer. So then they contemplate. And they say, aha, Mahakassapa have a vow to earn the food from the poor people only. So these two Deva people transform themselves into a very poor human being, like ragged and look so poor and dirty. And then they come and offer the food to Mahakassapa. Now, Mahakassapa, he is Arahant, right? So he has supernatural power to see. But he has no choice because he made a vow already. Whoever appears to be poor, he has to accept the food. He doesn't accept the food from the people who are very rich. Deva is much richer than the people, human being, right? So then he accepts the food. But he said, Deva, I already made a vow to give someone, to accept the food from the poor people, not from the rich people. You are Deva, you're much richer than the rich human being. And then Deva said that, Hante, we're going to be born in hell in the next few days if we don't do any punya. So please accept our food so we can sustain in the Deva. So you see, you have, sometimes you donate the food, you donate the money, you have to say, you don't have to say it, but you say, thank you for accepting. Because you earned the punya. Right? So that's why it's exactly the same, that's what I said in the occasion. They don't learn this, I don't know where the philosophy that they learn, but if you come to them for a Christmas party or something, you don't need to bring the present, you come, politely bring the small gift, and then after the meal, they say, oh, thank you for coming. You say, oh, thank you for the dinner, and then they say, thank you for coming. Because you come, we have the joy of having meal. We have the group of friends together for every meal. You see, that is a win-win situation. Rather than if we think it's only one way, oh, I give, I'm the donor, you are the receiver, and your ego even higher. So that's why Anumodanam, that's what it's called. As a monk and a nun, when they eat, of course, monk and nun, they observe the precept. So that's why they devotee really respect them. But in the meantime, they also remind themselves that these are interrelated. I appreciate that you give it to me. And I wish that you have a good health and free from suffering. And this is reminding us that we are very small in the society. And if we don't accept the food, then if we don't give them a good wish, where the food coming from? Right? And then also the lady devotee will also appreciate that there is monk accepting food so that they can earn the food. Okay? Great, that's it. Any further question before we end the lesson? We have 10 minutes break before the class. Any question? See, the next time that two Bhutanese students will come up here. Be more active. You two sit all the way in the back and you two don't say anything.
These two know more than me. They have learned in
That's
their
right.
degree level.
Yeah, the knowledgeable people seem to listen and observe. Right? Smart people are like that. Vietnamese students, any question? Any question, Vietnamese student? Huh? Any question? You just need to say yes or you say no. Yes, Ajahn.
It's supposed to be okay. Karuna. Explain again.
Karuna will be explained by Dr. Puja. This topic will be taught by Dr. Puja after midterm. I don't want to invade her.
It's only Mudita.
Mudita is sympathetic joy. Another way to say